Johnny's here. I guess I'll start. Johnny, you out there? Alex,
I talked to him. He said he's going to be here in a few minutes.
all right. Alex, I guess just what's it like to kind of be back and have the first day today, first official day. What was it like for you today?
It was fun, just to be around the guys. It was a great day. I think the last few days you start thinking about what happened and where I was and think about the family and the people that support me throughout the process. Just texting them and letting them know it was day one, and them texting me back. It was pretty cool. It was pretty cool, and I'll say it again. I was out of the game for the wrong reasons and deservedly so. But moving forward, I'm not going to hide it. It was an outstanding day in a personal level. And as an organization, it was pretty solid. Yesterday with physicals, today with the first workout, what we did as an organization was pretty solid, very structured. I got to tip my hat to Brad and his group for everything they've done so far. And it's only 2 days, but you have to appreciate that. It's not going to be easy, but at the same time, we're not going to stop working, and I have to thank all of them, the training staff, the strength and conditioning coaches, the doctors, the players. They were amazing, very patient, and so far so good.
Alex, can you give us a sense of what you guys did today? Maybe who threw bullpens and what you were able to accomplish?
Wow, I don't have the list right here, but I saw Ottavino and Barnes, Richards, Hauk. There were 20 bullpens, Pete. So a lot of people that I'm trying to first meet and also recognize. It's kind of hard with the mask. We're actually talking about putting one of those name tags. Hello, my name is whatever on the mask to see if that's easier. But it was just a regular day one. 20 bullpens, 2 groups of pitch and field in practice, and field 3 and 6, and we did a good job. Will Venable is becoming the MVP of the organization already. It's only 1 day, but to set up the schedule and move people to the right places, and with everything that we have to go through, the guidelines and the protocols, so far, Will Venable is the MVP of the Boston Red Sox.
Alex, how excited are you about being back? And can this team contend in 2021?
We can contend in 2021. There's a good baseball team. It's a team that is very versatile, dynamic, a bunch of good athletes. Not only on the position playing position players, but also pitching staff wise. You got sinkers and cutters and sliders and curveballs and fastballs up, fastball down, change ups, and we're not one dimensional. So we have a good pitching staff, and I'm very excited about what the organization has done since I got here in November. I said it a few days ago. If you look at who we were in November 5th or 6th, whatever it was, to where we at now, we are a lot better. And that's what we can control right now. And I'm very happy with the players that we have and what Chaim and the group is doing to keep getting better, which is exciting. As far as me, Johnny, it was fun to drive here to JetBlue Park the last few days. It's fun to tell the family that I'm working. It's fun to be around the players. It's fun to be with the Boston Red Sox. It's fun to be back in baseball. And I missed the game. As you guys know, I've been around this game since I was 4 years old. And although I watch from afar, it's not the same feeling. And I'm glad that, you know, ownership and the front office and the Boston Red Sox, you know, they trust me and that I'm here managing this team.
Alex, we haven't had a chance to talk to you since some signings and acquisitions in the last couple of weeks. Can you address how you envision both Kike and Marwin and how they might be used?
Well, I mean, we can talk about Kike, right? Let's talk about Enrique. He's becoming, I mean, he's a good player, and this is a guy that when you play him at second, he's a above average second baseman. Numbers wise, he was actually the best defender at this level last year. At shortstop, he can, you know, play good defense. In any three of the spots in the outfield, he's a plus defender. As a hitter, I still believe there's something more there. We've been talking a little bit the last few weeks, me and him, about how I'm going to use him, what I expect, and challenge him to do certain things. And we'll do that in spring training. And I do believe that, you know, what we do in April 1st, he's going to dictate that. I believe he can hunt fastballs and he can hit him for extra base hits. And as you guys know, that's something, you know, I liked a few years ago. And he's very dynamic. He's a good athlete. He's coming from an organization that they live, you know, with the extra base hit and trying to get on base, which is good. So we'll see what happens there lineup wise, but I'm going to challenge him, and he's going to let me know, you know, with his performance, where we're going to hit him and where we go lineup wise. You know, there's a lot of stuff about Marwin. I can't get into it right now, but as you guys know, he's a very talented player, very versatile. The fact that he's a switch hitter, you know, is a plus. And, you know, we'll see what happens in the upcoming days, and then we can go deeper into that.
Do you go into spring regarding Kike as more or less your second baseman, or do you expect to move him around more than that?
You know, if everything goes well on a nightly basis, he'll play second at one point during the day. You know, either if he starts in the outfield, probably he'll end up playing second base because defensively, and the numbers show it, he's the best defender at second base. But like I said before, he's a plus defender in center. He's a plus defender in left field. He's a plus defender at shortstop. So that's the beauty of this team this year. We're going to be very versatile. We can move people around, and they're going to do the job defensively. And that's something we have to do a better job. You know, I do believe that for how great we were in 18, we had our lapses defensively. In 19, obviously, we sucked defensively. And, you know, last year, just watching from afar, the organization, you know, the team was a step behind. So we have to be better defensively as a unit, and he's going to bring that to the equation every single day.
Alex, have you had a chance to catch up with Eduardo, and was he part of the group throwing today? What's his schedule like?
Eddie threw a bullpen yesterday. He actually did a good job on PFPs. You know, he was trying to trick me into like, he can run, whatever. But, you know, as Eddie's he likes Instagram a lot. And I see him working out in Miami, and I saw him running against JD like 10 days ago. So, you know, there's no excuses there. He's a full go. Eddie's a full go. He's in a good spirit. You know, he looks in great shape. He worked hard during the off season, you know, to get to this point, and, you know, very excited to have a full season of Eddie and see what he can do. You know, we had a taste in 2019. He put a full season 2 years ago, and I expect the same thing. But obviously, his health is the most important thing. We have to be careful the way we treat him, but he's a full go. That doesn't mean that, you know, we're going to put restrictions on him. We'll take care of him, but I know he feels great where he's at right now.
Alex, dos. Me gustaría que hablaras de dos de nuestros peloteros latinos justamente, y te acaban de preguntar de ellos. En primer lugar, un jugador que viene a entregarse, a dejar el pellejo en el terreno, se llama Quique Hernández. ¿Hasta qué punto Alex Cora influyó en la llegada de Quique, conociendo a Quique del Clásico Mundial justamente? ¿Qué me puedes decir de él? Y sobre todo, ¿cómo está también físicamente Eduardo Rodríguez? ¿Qué esperas de él? Gracias.
Como les dije al grupo, Eduardo está muy bien, físicamente está muy bien. Tiró una sección de bullpen y fue sólida. Hoy hizo todos los ejercicios de práctica de fildeo. No tuvo obstáculos, no hubo nada que lo limitara. Y estamos sumamente contentos como está él. Obviamente, por la situación de el virus y lo que sucedió con él en cuanto al corazón, hay que monitorearlo, pero eso no significa que va a tener limitaciones. En cuanto a Quique, como le dije a ellos, sumamente atlético, sumamente versátil, súper contento que esté con nosotros aquí. Y nada, yo creo que sí ayudó en el proceso, pero no fue la razón porque Quique vino aquí a jugar con los Medias Rojas. Yo creo que es una muy buena situación en el aspecto profesional para él, también en el aspecto personal. Y de verdad que me alegro que haya decidido que haya sido los Medias Rojas de Boston que él haya escogido.
Saludos, Alex. Espero que te encuentres bien. Alex, tu sentir realmente de volver al equipo de los Medias Rojas de Boston en este sprint training, luego de estar fuera. Y lógicamente me gustaría que me comentara de la llegada de Franchi Cordero al equipo de los Medias Rojas de Boston y si tú lo ves como tu jardinero izquierdo de todos los días.
Yo creo que es muy temprano ahora mismo para decidir quién es quién en la alineación, pero Franchi es un jugador sumamente atlético, sumamente físico, que tiene como decimos, un techo sumamente alto. Hay que cuidarlo, ha tenido problemas de lesiones, pero sé que está en una muy buena posición. Jugadores como Franchi Cordero hacen la diferencia. Puede correr, puede jugar defensa, le da duro a la pelota. Así que sumamente contento que esté con nosotros. Lo vamos a llevar de la manera que nosotros creemos que podemos maximizar su talento y creemos que en esta situación va a ser exitoso. En cuanto a mí, sumamente contento por estar otra vez con el equipo. Han sido varios días de muchas emociones. Yo creo que lo más satisfactorio de todo esto es cuando la familia está contenta que estás volviendo a trabajar y te lo dejan saber. Ha sido un año sumamente difícil por las razones que todos sabemos y gracias a ellos pues me mantuve firme y me mantuve fuerte a pesar de que pues no fue fácil. Y se los agradezco a ellos. Ellos de verdad que se merecen todo el crédito porque siempre estuvieron ahí conmigo, me dieron la fuerza para seguir adelante y aquí estamos otra vez nosotros como familia atacando una temporada de 162 juegos que debe ser sumamente especial.
Hey, Alex, how you doing? Just
Hey.
a thought on Chris Sale and what you've seen from him. He told us this morning that he battled COVID a couple of weeks ago, had a neck issue, but now he feels good to do everything. What's your timeline? Is there a timeline with him, and how cautious are you going to be with him coming back?
There's no timeline, but I'm excited that, like today, I got a text from Brad last night. Hey, Chris wants to be part of the pitching field in practice. I'm like, okay, perfect. So that's a good step. I do believe that with his teammates around, the whole group around, the coaches, is going to help him. It's not easy going through a rehab. There's a guy that throughout his career, all he's done is compete at this level, and all of a sudden he can't do it. So as far as like when or what we're going to do with it, I'm not going to go into specific or details, but one thing for sure, to see him bouncing around today doing PFPs, that's a huge step. And I'm very happy that, we're back together. As you guys know, I had the utmost respect for Chris. He did some amazing things for us in 2018. He battled hard, through a tough 2019. And I'm looking forward to, pencil his name down in the lineup one of these days, as a starter, Chris Sale, to go 5-6 innings and dominate the way he's done throughout his career.
And just a follow to coming to the park today, what went through your mind? Were there nerves? I mean, you've been through everything in the game as a player, as well as a manager, World Series, everything else. but this is a little bit different for you. Was there a little bit of butterflies coming onto the field? What was it like for you today?
Honestly, it was the same feeling I had in 2018 coming here. I was actually talking to Brad today about this, and you know, you can talk all you want about repeating and all that stuff, whatever, but you know, that off season takes a lot from you, you know, mentally, even physically, you know, and I don't want to say when I drove in 19, I felt tired coming into the ballpark, but I was excited, obviously, but I'm telling you, it's a different feeling. It's a different feeling. And obviously being away from the game, you know, I don't have to explain you guys how much I feel about this game. I don't have to tell people that I love the game and I'm very passionate about it. You guys know that. So I don't have to explain that. But at the same time, you know, coming here, and it's not about me, it's about seeing guys and work with guys and go to the field. And when the game is over or the practice is over, to sit in your desk and be like, oof, I gave everything today. And that's how I felt, you know. I'm talking to you guys, and when I go back to my office, I take off my hat. I'll be like, wow, we accomplished a lot of things today. And that's the way I attack every day. You know, I'm gonna, you know, I'm gonna do it the same way I done it, you know, in 18 and 19, you know, confident, with conviction, and trying to put these guys in situations to be successful. And this is the way I know how to do it. This is what I do. And let's see where you take us.
Alex,
Hola, Alex. Te habla Enrique Rojas.
Johnny.
Yeah. Alex, with the short season last year, how much do you have to monitor your pitching staff for innings? And would you consider a six-man rotation?
This is a topic that is going to come up. You know, it's been a topic in the off season. It'll be a topic in spring training, and obviously during the season. There's a lot of smart people, you know, smarter people than me that deal with stuff like this. I sounded like Tito there, right? You know, that I learned something from him. You know, you talk to Brad, you talk to the sports science people, and you decide what's going to be the plan. And right now, you know, our plan is to get these guys on track, and little by little, you know, we'll make decisions. You know, let's see how they react the first few weeks. Let's see how Eduardo reacts to, you know, his bullpens here and his live BPs, and we'll make decisions. I think those decisions are a lot easier this year compared probably to last year with the organization, because we're deeper. You know, we got some capable guys that, you know, they're not going to be with the big league club, but they're going to be ready just in case something happens. If something happens in spring training, we do feel that we have capable guys that can, you know, jump into the rotation or in the bullpen and do their job. So we're very confident that our plan is going to be a good one. But obviously, you know, let's see how they react to what we're asking them to do, and then we'll go from there.
Hola, Alex, ¿cómo está?
Todo bien.
Te quiero preguntar, ¿cuál es tu mentalidad entrando a estos entrenamientos? ¿Tú estás en plan competir o en plan reconstruir para Boston Red Sox?
No, nosotros no estamos en reconstrucción. Como dijo Dustin Pedroia hace 2 semanas, el que no venga aquí pensando que podemos ganar una serie mundial no debe estar aquí. Nosotros, a pesar de que la gente fuera de nuestro clubhouse piensa a lo mejor diferente a nosotros, esas personas no deciden la mentalidad de nosotros o cómo vamos a atacar el día a día. Nosotros estamos aquí para más que competir. Nosotros estamos aquí para ganar. Y esa es la mentalidad que tenemos desde los dueños hasta la academia allá en Dominicana. El día a día de los Medias Rojas de Boston es ganar el día, y obviamente si ganamos muchos días tenemos la oportunidad de jugar en octubre, que es lo más importante.
Alex, as far as the intake protocols, all that, we had Plawecki yesterday. Does that mean everyone else has been through? Are you still waiting for some? Is everyone cleared now and able to play? Where are you with that process?
No, we're good. I think, you know, as far as like the protocols and the intakes and all that. You guys know about Kevin, but besides that, it's been good. It's been good. Credit to the players, credit to the everybody that is here, that have done everything possible to stay safe, and that was a good result. But obviously, we live in this day by day, so we'll celebrate each day that we're successful with this. And in situations like Kevin, we just have to be patient. We know that he'll be with us at one point, and we'll take the time that we have to take for him to get ready.
And any update on Sawamura, when you think he'll get to camp?
No, I know he's him and Paredes are dealing with their visas, so I don't have any information about that, but looking forward to have both in camp sooner rather than later.
Alex, is there anybody else who's not here yet or should be?
Who?
Is there anybody else who's not in camp, but you're expecting or anything? Or
The only one is Ryan, as you know, like for personal reasons, but he should be with us in the upcoming days. Brazier.
Alex, go ahead, Johnny.
Okay, Alex, do you think the season will go on without a hitch? I do expect some trouble with the COVID-19 epidemic.
That's the goal, and that's why we had guidelines, and MLB and the Players Association, they have I think it's 102 pages that explains what we can do, we cannot do, talk about the families, and talk about restaurants and golfing and a lot of stuff. So the goal is for here to have to win a lot of days, with the intakes and all that stuff. If we win that one, we'll be fine. And that's what we've been telling people. The way I see it, it starts at your house. It starts at home, right? You take care of your family, you're taking care of yourself. If you do that, you're taking care of your teammates. If you take care of the teammates, you're taking care of the organization. And if the organization is in a good spot, with the virus, then the other stuff will be fine. So that's the way I talked to a group yesterday, and we will address it again in the upcoming days when everybody's here. But we have to win every game, every day, as far as like the virus.
Alex, you're a person that sort of prides yourself on having those sort of connections with your players and everything like that. With given all the protocols, how does that sort of change your managing style, if at all?
I'm getting good at mute and unmute on Zoom. I'm getting better. I'm getting better. I remember our first press conference. I wasn't good, and you got to find ways to do it. You got to find ways to do it. There's no excuse. There's 30 teams at the big league level, and everybody is going through this. I think schedule-wide, like I said, one part of the things that we haven't changed is the way we do bullpens, and that really helps us. We start doing this in 18, the way we attack bullpens, and we can go through the whole day, and you are able to communicate with them. Meetings are the ones that you have to avoid for now as a group indoors. There's a lot of tents out there. That one is like for the players lounge and the dining tent and the team tent. I'm trying to learn those too, but I think the organization has done an outstanding job preparing the facility for what we are facing. And there's no complaints. Obstacles, of course, but if you look outside of our walls, everybody's going through this, and we are lucky to be able to work, and we are lucky to be working playing baseball. That's the way I'm going to present it. I'll be presenting it to the guys for a few weeks, for a few months. And if we see it that way, communication is not going to be an obstacle. Whatever happens with the fan base, with the fans at Fenway or here at JetBlue, it's not going to be an excuse. We're going to be fine. We're going to be fine. I think the rest of the league is going to be fine too. I think everybody's prepared. Obviously, it's a lot different than last year, when you have to play 20-something games in Florida. Then you have to travel all over the nation. But at the same time, I think everybody's doing their part. And like I said, let's win each day with the virus, and we'll be in a good position.
And
Alex,
and
do you
talked about-
anticipate? Go ahead, Julian.
Okay, you talked about wanting to get in the off season, wanting to get faster and wanting to become more athletic. With the additions that you guys made, do you think you guys have sort of achieved that going into this season?
Yeah, I think Frenchie is a guy that he's very physical, very athletic. Enrique is too. There's a few things that we're working on that they're going to give us versatility and another athlete, hopefully on the mound. If you look at these guys, that's something that really impressed me. I mean, we got a bunch of big guys, like 6'3", 6'4", strong guys. And that caught my attention. And that's something I'm very excited about. I've been watching a lot of video, and velocity is coming into play again for us as a group, which is great. And I'm excited. Like I said earlier, more dynamic, more athletic, more versatile. So going back to the question, yes, we have accomplished that.
Alex, do you anticipate having a traditional closer? And if so, in your mind, who is that?
I think it's too early for that. We got a lot of candidates, a lot of guys in the bullpen that can get 3 outs in the 7th, in the 8th, and the 9th. We'll go, we'll see how it goes in spring training. We'll have conversations with the guys, and then we'll make the decision. But I mean, you guys know how I feel about the ace reliever, bouncing guys, all over the place. It's not fair for them physically. You're asking a lot from them. So I like the structured bullpen. And when we have to make, a decision, an announcement, we'll get there when we get there.
Alex, you haven't physically seen these guys since September 2019, right? Like a lot of the returning guys. So what was it like, actually seeing them for the first time and being able to, I don't know, you might have had to keep your distance, but actually see them and talk to them for the first time in so long?
It's good, man. It feels great. These guys are family to me. We went through a lot in 18 and 19. Regardless of the results, we won a World Series and we won 108 games and we went 11-3 in October. But then we didn't have a great season, but it really doesn't matter. We're connected, and for me, they're family. I care about them, not only on the field, but off the field. I know they feel the same way about me. It's cool for them to ask about Camila, ask about Angelica, ask about the twins, Xander and Isander, Jerriel, my brother Joey. It's good to have those conversations, man. It's refreshing, to be honest with you. And this is where I wanted to be. This is where I'm at. I love it every second. I'm not going to take it for granted. I heard AJ talking about that, yesterday. We're not talking. I'm not going to take this for granted. And I'm looking forward to be here a lot of years, but you never know what can happen, with the pandemic or other stuff, I lived it already, so I'm coming here to attack every day, enjoy it, connect with players like I always do, and have the best days of my life.
Hey, Alex, you said earlier that this team has a chance to be a contender. Do you see this team as a championship contender, a team that is in the mix? So how do you view it in terms of the definition of what that means to be a contender?
I mean, we have a good team and we have a chance to play in October. We do. We have a good baseball team, very balanced, very versatile. So, if you get to October, you only have to win 11 or 12, whatever it is, you take care of business in October, but we have a chance to play in October.
You also addressed the rotational depth as well. And obviously Tanner Houck was a guy that opened a lot of eyes last year. Is it too early to tell how he's going to play into the rotation and what his role may be?
Yeah, it's too early, but very impressed, very physical. He plays the part, of a starting pitcher. He worked hard in the offseason. I know his goals, and everybody knows our goals. It's just a matter of, see what's best for the team, for the organization. But looking forward to see him compete. I saw him on TV. He was impressive. He threw a bullpen today, and it's impressive to see him on the mound. And I'm happy that we're going to work together.
But he's not coming in with a big league spot, though. He has to. You're going to figure out where he's going to end up, basically.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Alex, el bullpen de Boston el año pasado fue uno de sus problemas, pero tomando en consideración la llegada de Ottavino, de Sawamura, de que Darwinson está recuperado del COVID, me gustaría saber tu opinión con relación al bullpen de Boston en esta campaña.
Es un bullpen más completo, lo más parecido al 2018. Tienes a Ottavino, tienes a Barnes, tienes a Brazier, tienes a Hernández, tienes a Andrisi que te da versatilidad, tienes a Taylor y obviamente hay otros también, o sea, Bryce y está Brewer. Así que es un bullpen mucho más completo de lo que yo he tenido en los 2 años que dirigí aquí. Sumamente versátil y de verdad que si todo sale bien, si nos mantenemos saludables, debemos tener uno de los mejores bullpenes en la Grandes Ligas.
Anything else for Alex? Hey, Alex, real quick, I just was wondering, what do you want the mentality of this team to be? Obviously, the last 2 years you came in here, the expectations were so high, but now you have a year coming off the last place finish, you know, a lot of changes. You guys didn't make tons of big splashes this offseason. Do you feel like underdogs, or what do you want the mentality to be of this team?
We just attack every day the right way. And, you know, if we have any doubts, how are we going to attack days? Just listen to that press conference of Petey a few weeks ago, and our mentality will be the same one. So, you know, I'll make sure, you know, we put it in speakers here so everybody listens to Petey. I thought that was one of the best press conference, you know, from a retiring player. It was amazing. It was amazing. And that's one of the messages, you know, when you guys have a chance to come here, maybe you'll see one of his quotes, you know, in the walls, whatever. We're going to attack the way we always do. Nobody's going to dictate who we are outside of our walls, but we know that, you know, we have to be better. You know, we have to be better than 19, better than 20. And if we accomplish that, we're going to be in a good spot.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, Alex.
Thank you.
Thanks.